Maintaining forward momentum is important in radio. Rookie announcers often fall into certain self important patterns, like talking about how they are only on until 6 today, so get your calls in now. Well, what happens after 6? Does the station go off the air? Always forward promote the next announcer or show, not the end of your shift. It does the same thing in a much more effective way. Remember, stations are rated not only on how many listeners show up, but on how many stick around. Never mention after the break or after these messages. Why promote the messages in advertising? Instead, promote something special about the programming worth staying for. The brand new hit song from so and so, a chance to win a contest, an interesting story you don't want to miss. Never give your listener a reason to break away. They may not return. A term you hear often in broadcasting is cue. We've already talked about queuing up a song or preparing it for broadcast and placing a pot on the board in cue to preview something before broadcast. In the voice technique sense, cue is a vocal or physical signal that initiates action. Having a physical cue like a point or a nod, or an obvious verbal out cue like with KANW traffic, I'm Kevin Otero, is very important when working with another announcer to keep the program tight and moving forward. Timing is also crucial in broadcasting. Everything needs to start on time and at the time you have told your listeners to expect it. All live network programming, like newscasts, feed at exact times, so local operators and announcers need to time into those events and plan their programming accordingly. A useful and important skill to learn and apply is called backtiming. In this technique, the last segment or sequence preceding a target time is rehearsed and timed so that the next program or feature begins at the targeted time. For example, if you need to perform a break, it's 7:50, you have a 3-minute and 30-second song to play, 6 minutes of commercials, a 15-second legal ID, and the live network newscast begins at exactly 8. The length of your break would need to be exactly 15 seconds long to time into the network newscast without dead air or without anything getting cut off. Yes, it takes practice, and not all board operators are proficient at back timing, so bumpers are used to help when timing falls short. Bumpers are short pieces of music that can fill the extra time. Everyone makes mistakes. I make them every day and every time I'm on the air. When it happens to you, just pretend it didn't happen. Never stop and apologize or stop to comment. This will only draw attention to your error. People who weren't paying attention are now aware of your mistake, and you are probably even more embarrassed by doing so. Move forward, and your mistake will be forgotten soon enough. The professional announcer keeps momentum moving forward and tries to minimize mistakes by being as prepared as possible. The more practice you put in, the more confidence you develop, the more fluent you become.